In a quiet little town, every day at dusk, an old dog slowly walks along a path toward a grave. His fur is turning white, his legs are a little lame, but his steps are steady. He always carries a small twig in his mouth, an old habit he only does for one person, his master. Those who often saw him gave the dog a name, Jalu. But that name was not chosen at random. It was the name engraved on a small collar given to him by his master years ago, when they first met under very different circumstances. Once, Jalu was just a stray dog. Skinny, his fur falling out, his body trembling from hunger and cold. He lay by the roadside, nearly lifeless, and no one cared. Vehicles passed by, but none stopped. The world felt cold and unfriendly. Until one day, a young man with a tired yet serene face came along. He had just finished work, carrying a simple bag of food. When he saw Jalu's weak, barely moving body, he stopped. Without hesitation, the man sat on the dirty sidewalk, opened his food wrapper, and took out a whole cooked sausage. Without hesitation, he slowly offered the sausage to Jalu's mouth, which was too weak to open wide. Patiently, the man helped, bit by bit, until Jalu could begin to chew. At that moment, Jalu looked at the man's face. Not with fear, but with gratitude. Their eyes met, and that was where it all began. A few days later, Jalu's body began to recover. Strong. And one thing he knew for certain, he had to find that man. Jalu relied on his sense of smell, following the faint trail of the sausage's aroma and the man's body odor, until finally, he found him in front of a small workshop. When the man saw Jalu approaching with slow steps and teary eyes, he smiled broadly. From that moment on, they were inseparable. They shared days, shared nights. The man named the dog Jalu. Every morning, they walked together. Every afternoon, they sat in the park sharing food. And every night, Jalu slept at the foot of his master's bed. But time cannot be stopped. Years passed. The man fell ill. He had no family. Only Jalu remained by his side. Until one quiet morning, the man did not open his eyes again. And Jalu understood. From that day on, Jalu always came to his master's grave. Every afternoon, without being asked. He sat beside the simple headstone, with wildflowers growing around it. He never howled, never barked. He simply sat there, gazing at the stone with a gentle and loyal expression. Whether it was the rainy season or the dry season, Jalu still came. Bringing a small branch, as if to say, "I'm still here. Still waiting for you to play." People in the town began to hear the story. They gave Jalu food and shelter. But what Jalu anticipated most was the evening, when he could return to the place where his friend rested. Among the flowers and stones, an old, loyal dog guards the love and memories that never truly fade.